Hello, welcome to the Everyone's a Critic movie review podcast. I'm Bob Zerl. As you may have heard on the last episode, it just cut off in the middle of Josh talking about Cousins. Uh, I had two files that I forgot to attach the second one to the show. I forgot to attach the second file onto the end of the show. So what you're going to hear here is Josh in the middle of discussing the movie Cousins from 1989 through the credits, the Patreon supporters, and then Flickchart. It's about 15, 16 minutes long. So if you haven't heard the last episode, go back and listen to that. And then this is the second part of it. All right, sorry about that, and enjoy.
Sean Young and William Peterson have an affair, and Danson and Rosalina are having this wonderful time conversing with each other as friends. If there's going to be a romance there, we want them to be just as on the up and up as they are upset about with their partners. And of course, that doesn't happen in this one, and there isn't a sense of ruining that action or anything. So I got the vibe from this one that I got from The Big Chill. If you guys remember that from,
Ugh, yeah.
yeah, I really hate The Big Chill, and it started
I
that
hate Big
movie.
Jill too.
Yeah, sorry. uh, it made me start to think about what that generation was interested in going to see movies and what kind of story they were interested in. And then I thought to myself, oh yeah, this is a boomer romance. This is different than the type of romance we're used to, where it's okay for them to be morally ambiguous compared to. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, per se.
You're saying
But
the baby boomers ruined it for us. Is what you're saying.
what I'm saying is the reason I didn't connect with this movie is because I have a different set of standards in theory than what these characters think is okay. So I'm looking at them and saying that's not cool. You could just do what you need to do and be together, okay? But no, they have to make a whole thing out of it, and that made the movie a little disappointing. It ends with William Peterson getting all haughty and challenging Ted Danson to a fight, and just a lot of selfish people, and that's par for the course. It's like The Big Chill on steroids.
Do they do a dance around a table at some point?
Okay,
To
see,
an
at least
old classic
it doesn't
pop
have
song?
that bullshit in it. But if you're gonna see this one, it's for Isabella Rossellini. She truly is wonderful.
Who'd win in a fight, William Peterson or Ted Danson?
Ted Danson.
See, my money's on Billy Peterson. I don't know.
He plays a little piece of crap in this movie. Everything that he does is wrong. He's got 7 women that he has to tell them, I can't see you anymore, so that he can get back to family life again. But then, no, within a day or two, he's back to getting with Sean Young again. And then he has the audacity to tell Isabella Rossellini at the end, if you don't get in that car with me, we are through. I'm like, good, you piece of shit. Go fly off a cliff somewhere.
Favorite Billy Peterson movie, TV show, anything?
I don't have one.
I was gonna say. Sounds like you don't like him at all.
Well, as I understand, he's a really nice guy. Like, I've heard really good things about him, but I hate CSI, like, with a passion. I hated Manhunter with a passion. He's in this. I'm sure that you could find me something.
What
that I
about The
like.
Contender?
Love The Contender.
Yeah,
There you go. That's right. I forget that he's in that because I'm focusing more on Joan Allen and Jeff Bridges.
I like Manhunter.
I know.
Anything next? I guess that is our show. Next week we have, Isn't It Romantic? Alita Battle Angel. What is that? Robert Rodriguez mixed with Cameron. Are they kind of
Right.
working together?
Yeah,
now?
just be thankful that it wasn't Cameron that directed it like he originally wanted to do. It's been a project that's been in development for 2 decades.
And then Happy Death Day 2, which to you, Happy Death Day to you,
Which will be the best movie of the week.
maybe. My son was trying to get me to go see that Alita movie. I like Rodriguez. Okay, we'll see. But I want to see Happy Death Day to you as well. Our classic's gonna be Harold and Maude. And
That'll be your Valentine's Day present from us. It's a romance, I'm assuming.
does the world end at the end? Before we go all the way, I want to thank our Patreon supporters. We'll start with Charlie Messing and Jason Bryan, who is a Hall of Fame wrestling writer. I knew that, but I keep forgetting to mention that on the show.
No kidding.
Yeah, like real wrestling, not like pro wrestling.
Yes,
but
of
yeah.
course.
But anyway. Our character actors, Christina Cato, Josh Paul, and Cousin Jeff.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Our special effects levels, Sarah Morrell, is that right?
That's right.
And the podcast award nominated IVNV. They've never won anything, but they've been nominated a lot.
May the Force be with you.
He would say that before I would. He calls himself the Susan Lucci of podcast awards, but she's actually won something, so. We've never been nominated for anything.
Shots fired.
A little
Not
nudging
really.
between pals.
He makes these jokes about himself. I just figured if I had to say something nice about Jason Bryan, I should mention the accolades of IVNV. And then our movie star, or I forgot our associate producer level, Jason Mollett.
Everybody has to eat shaving cream once in a while.
He's the one who's responsible for us seeing A Boy and His Dog, along with, what else is he making this? Did he make us see Clones, or did we do that on our own?
No, we did that on our own. He was responsible for the Greasy Strangler.
Yeah.
Greasy Strangler, The Stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I never would have guessed S would be the best of those.
I think The Stuff is the best of those. I actually really enjoy that. That's what his quote is from, if you're listening for the first time.
He used to have a Greasy Strangler quote as well. Then our movie stars Dave Seaver and Uncle Jeff.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
If you want to be a Patreon supporter, head over to ihatecritics.net/Patreon to get yourself a credit on the show. And when we do bonus episodes that are exclusive to Patreon supporters, you get those as well. As always, subscribe to the show, rate and review the show, no matter where you listen to it. Tell your friends about it, help us grow. And then if you want some Everyone's a Critic podcast merch, head over to ihatecritics.net and click on the podcast merch to get something from the TeePublic site that we have product on. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
That ought to do it. Thanks very much, Ray.
And we're the three best friends that anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have. We're the three best friends that anyone can have. And we'll never, ever, 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 ever leave each other. We're the best three friends that anybody could have. I mean the three best friends that anybody could have. That's right, the three best friends.
Sneakers or the Addams Family?
Addams Family.
I'll go with Sneakers.
I'll go with Sneakers as well. But again, I'm relying on nostalgia. I don't even want to call it nostalgia. My dad watched it all the time. Red, 2010, or King Kong, 2005?
Red.
Both in that category of mediocrity to me. I'll take King Kong for the scope. Peter Jackson loyalty.
I'll take Red just because it's easier to watch. But I could have gone either way. Little Mermaid, 89, Any Given Sunday.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
I agree. Nacho Libre, Babel.
Oh, yeah, Babel.
Me too.
Gotta think about it, but Demolition Man, or let's get rid of this cartoon that's not even a theatrical release. Demolition Man or Just Married? Ashton Kutcher, Brittany Murphy.
Demolition Man, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Just Married thing for obvious reasons, but Demolition Man it is.
To Kill a Mockingbird, 1962, or Garden State?
Ooh, that's a rough one there. I have a love for Garden State that I can't deny, even as I understand the other one's a beloved classic.
And that it is, but sorry, Boo Radley, Garden State it is.
I'll go To Kill a Mockingbird, but I don't mind Garden State. Looper or The Insider?
Looper.
I'll go with The Insider.
That's hard.
It is hard. I mean, I think they're both. I think the Insider is pretty incredible, but I love watching Looper. I really enjoyed it.
And to be honest, I don't really watch either one of them on a regular basis, so I think I'm gonna go with The Insider. But I like both of them a lot. Superman 2.
The Richard Donner cut, or the joke comes up again.
or Swing Kids, 1993. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you can skip that one.
Sequel to Newsies.
Ooh, Superman 2 or Step Brothers.
Man, that's a brutal choice.
It's
I
like
guess.
the opposite of Garden State versus Killing
Yeah, really.
Mockingbird.
That's
You both must kneel before Zod.
I think I'd go Step Brothers over.
Oh, come on, Sean, work with me here.
Superman.
Yes.
I really hate Step Brothers.
Has one
Superman
good
2
line.
is bad, but
And you're far enough away from it to not remember it enough to be annoyed by it.
yeah.
The Last Jedi or Liar Liar.
No, Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
Poseidon, 2006, Not the Adventure, and The Insider.
The Insider.
Insider.
The Hurt Locker or Jumper.
Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker.
By a lot. Jumper's a piece of shit.
Pi, which I haven't seen, or The Crow.
I mean, if you haven't seen it,
I think that's like the only Aronofsky movie I haven't seen. All right, we can refresh. We'll leave The Crow. Nacho Libre or The Crow.
The Crow.
The Crow.
Happy Gilmore or The Birds.
The Birds, obviously.
Birds.
The Chronicles of Riddick or Bad Santa.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Agreed.
Bad Santa. The Devil's Rejects or A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own.
Yeah, it's a
It's
league
okay.
of their own.
I already picked it before you even answered it. I mean, obviously, I like Devil's Rejects more than I should. X-Men, Days of Future Past, or Ransom.
Fishing with Gandhi.
I wondered if you would go. Give me back my son.
I feel like we're going to split.
Wait, what was the first one again?
X-Men, Days of Future Past.
Okay, Days of Future Past.
You want to go Ransom, so I'll just reset. Pocahontas or Natural Born Killers.
Oh, God. I used my Fishing with Gandhi too early. Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Austin Powers and Goldmember or The Prestige.
The Prestige.
Agreed.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, Muppets in Space. Muppets from Space.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember which Pirates that is.
Dead Man's Chest is the second one.
Oh, I didn't like that one very much.
Davy
but
Jones
I don't
and all
remember the Muppets one either. I don't know. I got Pirates.
Yeah, it's kind of a draw for me, so I'll side with the Muppets just because the Muppets as a franchise is better than Pirates as a franchise.
I guess I'll go Pirates, but only because Muppets are in space and fuck space. The Game or Superman Returns.
Fuck, I don't know. Which one even is Superman Returns?
Brandon
Routh.
Routh.
Okay. The other one then.
I'll go Superman Returns.
This one's tough because I love Fincher's visual style, but of his films, it's probably
It's the weakest one.
Only one I don't like.
I don't like Benjamin Button. Like, I watched The Game over Benjamin Button, but I have a little bit of a soft spot for the romanticism behind Superman Returns. It's not a great movie. Like, you know, if they would have cast somebody different as Kate Bosworth than Kate Bosworth, I probably would have been fine with it. She's the worst part of the movie by a long shot, but yeah, Superman Returns.
I feel like with Superman Returns, it's kind of like the Lego Movie 2. They tried to keep it in that universe, and they kind of cut their legs off because of that. Or they not even that. They tried to like make it after the second. I don't know. They didn't just make a direct sequel. They didn't make their own movie. They just kind of made a movie in that original universe, and it didn't really work.
Paying homage to something that, paying homage to a film that was seen by people that aren't going to be seeing this film,
Right.
is a weird choice.
Right. Get Smart or Juno.
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 Good Morning Vietnam or Air Force One.
Good Morning Vietnam.
Agreed.
Get off my plane!
That's pretty good,
I
man.
have to every time I hear that.
And whenever I think of Air Force One, not just that, but I'm also thinking of Mother Russia, and like the amount of times Gary Oldman refers to Mother Russia.
Triple X or Conspiracy Theory.
Conspiracy theory.
Agreed.
I love how much that movie wins on this show.
It's a conspiracy theory to get it up higher in the ranks.
I wish I had that much control over Flickr. Full Metal Jacket or From Dusk Till Dawn.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yep.
Ratatouille or Shanghai Nights.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Doom or A Christmas Story.
God, what a nightmare. Oh, you said Doom, right?
Yeah, the Rock
Oh,
movie. based on the
man.
game.
Even I have to take A Christmas Story over that piece of garbage.
I will take Doom. Because it's not good, but I abhor A Christmas Story that much.
I'll take A Christmas Story just because that audience isn't represented on the show. It's not fair to that movie. 48 Hours or Terminator Salvation.
48 Hours.
Terminator Salvation.
48 Hours. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down.
I'm sure that that's the better film, but I will choose Robin Hood. I enjoy Alan Rickman too much in that movie.
Yeah, I'm going to go Black Hawk Down, but I know what you mean. All right, last one. Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000 or Justin Bieber, Never Say Never.